If you had to pick one fictional movie universe to live in as an average person, which one would you pick?
For me, this is an easy question. Hands down, it would have to be Star Trek.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because Star Trek, I know like the newer versions of Star Trek are a little bit more action based, but the original Star Trek was always like a future of like peace and harmony, and like humanity has moved past some like trivial matters. It's like an ideal version of what humanity could be. And also, we're space explorers. We're going out there. We've made first contact with a bunch of different alien species. And it's just like the kind of humanity that I would like to believe in, since I am kind of a cynical person. And I don't think humanity is that like idealistic and could ever be like what Star Trek portrays humanity to be. And unlike most other fictional franchises, I feel like the chances of me dying a horrific death are like the same as me just living a normal life now. Like, I suspect you probably thought I would have picked Star Wars.
Yep.
And it's like, no, people die left and right in Star Wars. People be falling into alien mouths, and people be getting sliced in half by lightsabers, and the world is cool, but I don't know if I would want to live in it. Because, like, as a person from the lower class myself, I probably would live on a desert planet farming moisture for a living, and that would suck. That would be ass. And, like, the opportunity for me to, like, make something of myself is, like, nah, I would probably resort to becoming, like, a space pirate, and I would probably be...
You would be trash at that.
I would be trash, and I would die a horrible death.
Like, knowing you, you'd be like, give me your stuff.
You want to give me your stuff?
Like, come on, man.
I'll give you some moisture.
You're not a moisture. You're not a pirate. You're just a fucking, like, bartering.
We're like Star Trek. You know, I could be like one of those red suits. I work a regular thing on a starship. It's like whatever. It's a menial job, but it's cool at the same time. And maybe every once in a while something crazy will happen. But for the most part, everything's calm and cool and collected. And people aren't assholes to each other. And I think that's why I usually lean towards Star Trek. Because it would just be like now, but like in the future, and humanity's dealt with most of their problems already. And traveling space sounds cool. That would be it for me, for sure. Star Trek.
I will be honest with you.
Yes.
I did not have an answer prepared.
Oh, really?
Now that you said Star Trek, I want to say Star Trek too.
Have you ever watched Star Trek?
Yeah, well, I've seen the remake, like the newest.
JJ's.
JJ's, yeah. I've watched a few episodes here and there of the older stuff, like TNG and stuff, and it's not like something that I like ever went on my way to see. It's always been like, this is on Sci-Fi or whatever fucking channel. Okay, I'm gonna watch it like at 4 a.m. I mean, I think I'd like to get into it though. It's one of those where it's definitely on the list of stuff, but the list is ever growing.
Yes.
And my amount of free time is getting exponentially smaller.
Yes.
So eventually I'll get there. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm not that far off from you, actually. I've never watched through like the original Star Treks. I don't think I've sat through a single episode of the original series or the Next Generation or anything. I'm a big fan of the JJ films. I know most Star Trek fans aren't, but I like the JJ films for what they are, as like sci-fi action schlock. But on the same token, I do understand the original Star Trek series, and I respect it for what it did, and at the time how influential it was on like sci-fi and pop culture as a whole. I respect it more than anything else, like Gene Roddenberry's vision for what humanity could be like. But it is a little dated. Like, I don't know if I can get into how slow-paced everything was. Like, I hear people describing episodes, and I'm like, damn, that sounds interesting. Would I watch it? Probably not. No. But like I understand enough of it that I have a good idea of the workings of Star Trek. I'm not a huge fan myself. I'll go dressed up as Spock at a Comic-Con convention. I don't give a fuck though.
Yeah.
I like it enough.
I know more and have more interest in a fucking audiobook that parodies Star Trek than the actual fucking source material.
Have you ever watched The Orville?
Yes, I love that show actually.
Yeah.
I know it's trash. It's fine.
I've heard Star Trek fans, like of the original Star Trek, they favor like what the Orville has been parodying and homaging more so than actual current Star Trek shows. Because like Discovery and Picard, they just haven't felt like true blue Star Trek shows. Whereas, yeah, Seth MacFarlane, his little funny parody might have started off as like silly and stupid, but I've heard it like it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of like a modern day old school Star Trek show.
I can totally see that.
I've never seen it though.
You should give it a chance if you ever get it.
I might. I think I watched the first episode and I did get some old school Star Trek vibes, and I don't know if I was waiting for it to find its footing first before actually watching it through, or if I was like, well, I know Seth MacFarlane's comedy, I don't know if this is going to be for me.
Yeah.
Because I like his cartoons, I like American Dad, I love Family Guy, but like his live action stuff, I'm not a big fan of.
Like what else?
I like Ted a lot, but like A Million Ways to Die in the West, trash. Ted 2, never seen it.
So
not really for me.
I dislike his comedy in general.
Yeah.
I dislike his
I know
animated
you don't
shows.
like Family Guy. Yeah.
I hate American Dad. I hated Ted. Ted was alright. I also saw that when I was like fucking 14. So maybe that, But I like this. I don't know. Maybe the sci-fi part of it kind of makes me, more open to it. But yeah, it's alright.
Would you live in the Orville world, averse?
Yeah.
Because it's more or less the same.
It's pretty much the same. It's like everybody's cool. I think they even mentioned like one episode there's like a basic human income where like you get money.
That sounds nice.
That's cool.
Maybe that's the world I would live in. I didn't know that existed.
It's like scan in my brain, tell me what I'm gonna be good at, and then put me in that job.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna hit you as a curveball for this question. Okay. Now we take away the restriction of only movies, and we add you become a grunt in whatever like prevalent military force exists in the universe. Mm-hmm. You're not like a hero. You're not like a special like trooper. Nothing. You are a average Joe Schmo guy who like joined the military for fucking college or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, again, I'm leaning Star Trek, and that's because I think that is what I pictured for myself, because would I like to live in, like, Star Wars universe and, like, hitch a ride on the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo? Hell yeah, that sounds cool as fuck. But realistically, I'm thinking of, like, no, I would still be me, just in a different universe, just a regular Joe Schmo, and that's why I think I picked Star Trek, because it's like, well, Starfleet, the newer versions of Star Trek depict Starfleet as, like, a military academy, whereas the original series was more like just a science division. Doesn't really have military based ideals in it. So I think I'd still skew Star Trek with this one, because if it was Star Wars, I would either have to be in the Empire or the Rebellion, and like I don't want to be in the Empire when like when the Death Star blows up, and I don't want to be in the Rebellion because I'm not a main character, so my X-Wing would probably explode. I don't know if I could pilot an X-Wing, like that's not for me. So I think I'm still going Star Trek with this. Do you have another one in mind?
Yeah.
Which one?
Titanfall.
Titanfall.
I know 100% I am going to fucking die.
Yes.
I will die immediately as soon as like the fucking little dropship lands and I get blown up. But I get to see a fucking robot.
So you're not even the pilot of the mech.
I'm the guy on the ground who is fucking screaming because there's a robot in front of him about to fucking kill him.
Knowing how much you like mechs, yeah, that makes sense to me. Because I can see the look on your face when you see a giant robot just walking past you. You'd be like, yeah.
Bust, nut.
As you're part of that military.
IMC, fuck.
My luck, I'd get squished by one of them robots.
Yeah, I would die.
And they have like special abilities. They like electric charge. I'd get caught in or some bullshit. Video game world. See, then again, I don't want to say Mass Effect because there are Reapers that come and kill everyone.
They don't fucked up the universe.
They fucked up the universe. By the end of 3, everyone is fucked.
It's like fuck it, just let that shit burn down. It's already over.
I don't want to live in a world like that. I just want peace and calm. Is there any other world you could see yourself living in? Because me, no. I feel like if I'm living in Game of Thrones, I'm getting offed immediately.
Yeah.
If I'm in Star Wars, I'm getting offed immediately. If I'm in Halo, an elite is going to shove a sword through my chest.
Or you're going to get fucking glassed from orbit.
Oh, awful.
Yeah, like every other universe, like I'm trying to think of games right now, you're just going to fucking die.
Yeah. Resident Evil, I'd shoot myself in the head.
You'd be like, I don't want to do this.
I don't want this. Any zombie apocalypse world fiction, if it ever came to be, no. Everyone's like, oh, what would you do? What would you prep for the zombie apocalypse? I would shoot myself in the head because I don't want to live through that. Fuck that. All your loved ones die or turn into zombies and they're out to kill you. You have to kill your loved ones yourself. No, rather not. Is there a zombie apocalypse universe you'd want to live in just for the funsies of trying to survive the apocalypse? I know everyone has their ideal. What would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Fucking, I don't know, Plants vs. Zombies?
I've never played that.
Because it'd be kind of cool to have like a fucking yard full of plants, like hooking it up was like my the safety.
I don't. Is that what happens? I don't know.
I guess, dude. I don't know. I mean, there's not much zombie games out there. You have Left 4 Dead, in which I would do what you said and just fucking put a hole in my head right then and there. Fast zombies scare the fuck out of me.
That'd be terrifying.
I guess Resident Evil games, in which I'd see like, what the fuck is the big guy's name?
Oh, like a tyrant or a nemesis chasing you stars.
I'd be like, well, I'm just gonna fucking save you the trouble. Yeah, like
The Last of Us.
Oh, fuck that. That seems even worse, yeah.
Yeah. They're like actual, like, spore mushroom creatures.
Yeah. I'll be like, alright, well... No, yeah, there's nothing good. Nothing good. No matter what, you die horribly and painfully. My best bet is to live in a universe that's, like, slightly different from ours and just be what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's exactly...
It's like, oh shit, I came back from the fucking snap, the Avengers are fucking shit up. I guess I'll go back to fixing planes.
Yeah. Marvel Universe isn't terrible. It would just be this universe, and also there are heroes running around.
Oh, fucking Digimon? Does that count?
There are digital monsters that exist, and in the newer animes, they're coming into the real world. So that's pretty fucky.
Pokemon too? I've never heard of a Pokemon game where they mention a war or like...
Pokemon, I think, would be safer than Digimon, because Digimon, the monsters are actually evil and like would want to kill you.
Yeah.
Pokemon, they're just like animals. Just...
hanging out.
Yeah, they're regular animals. Just
how fucked up would war be?
But then again, they shoot fire, and Pikachu can shoot electricity at you, and he's just a little mouse. Imagine the evolved motherfuckers. Mewtwo he has telekinesis and telepathy, and he can control your body and make you do shit you don't want to do.
Yeah, bro. Like if you're a soldier in whatever fucking armies out there and you're fighting, and they got a Mewtwo. And then you're like, yeah, my entire squad got their fucking heads crushed by Mewtwo.
It'd be fucked.
I'd be like, I don't know how to fucking take this. I like Pikachu. Where's the Pika? You know? Now I gotta shoot him.
Maybe the last Airbender world? Post everyone being enslaved by like the Fire Nation? Like after Aang saves everyone? Like there's a 50-50 chance I could have some special bending abilities, and that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, it'd be cool, yeah. I think I'd like to fuck around with like bending shit.
Which bending would you prefer?
Fuck. They're all kind of cool.
They're all cool.
They're more than I can do now. Yes. I can't bend dick right now, bro. Like, I will sit there, and I remember after that fucking show came out, I would sit there with a lighter and, like, in the bathroom and just be like, I'll move it. I ain't do shit. Nothing happened, bro.
Nothing ever happens.
That's when I realized I'm not special and I never will be. That's okay.
Unless you keep trying, Ivan.
Unless I keep fucking trying. There you go.
This is the Matrix, and we live in the Matrix world. Eventually, you can bend that spoon.
See, I think I'd like to live in the Matrix world, but being plugged in,
like living comfortably, in the Matrix.
Be like, I know this shit's fake. I know I'm like fucking hooked up to like a feeding tube shit, and I'm being harnessed for my thermal energy. I don't give a fuck.
Everything's fine.
I'm pretty sure like this shit's a simulation right now. I don't fucking know, you know.
So Morpheus comes up to you and he goes, "You take the blue pill, and you get to
like shut the fuck up. Don't speak to me again. Do not come here, Morpheus. Don't bring me your bullshit."
I think I'm on the same page, actually.
Yeah, deadass.
Fuck
you. Fuck that Oracle.
Because your options are you continue living the life you're living now, just normal, or you're forced to wake up to be part of this resistance against machines who will probably rip you to shreds, literally. So
you know what? No, fuck. I'd take the red pill.
You want to be part of that resistance?
You know why?
Everyone's just fucking underground.
You know why?
Why?
They have the fucking mech suits.
They do have mech suits.
They have the fucking mech suits.
You're a whore for mech suits.
The second they're like, all right, you're going to fucking pilot this mech suit. We're going to have a fucking 12-year-old run with some ammo cans and then get his fucking ankle crushed. I'll be like, fuck it. He needs to sacrifice for the resistance.
That guy who shot them all the machines with his mech suit, he got torn to shreds.
He literally... I'm pretty sure there was that scene where like he calls for like ammo or one of the mech suits. There's like a fucking kid runs out there
out for him.
And then it's like, blah! That would be me. You'd be the kid.
I'd be the kid.
I'd be like, David, I need this ammo. And you'd be like,
I
don't think I can do this. And I'm like, David, we're going to lose Zion if you don't get the fuck out here.
I'd cry.
And then you'd run out and you would die immediately. And I'd be like, I half expected this. I don't know why I pushed him to go.
Our years of playing Titanfall have led to this moment. I don't know why I expected anything different. And he still managed to let me down.
It's like that time he fucked up to capture the flag.
I'll never forget that moment.
I fucking hate you still.
Look it. I wouldn't have maneuvered off of your mech if I didn't think I could capture that flag. That's all I'm saying. I believed in myself. And I know I was told not to leave. I just thought 100% I could pull it off.
Don't believe in the you that you see. Believe in the you that I see. The you that I see knows not to believe in you.
That I'm not competent enough.
And guess what?
To pull it off.
Who was right?
You were absolutely right. You rage quit after that. We stopped playing Titanfall after that. Those were good games, though.
Those were good. All right. I guess moral of the story is don't believe in yourself.
Don't believe in yourself. Settle for living in a fictional universe where everything's just normal and all right.
Settle for mediocre. Because at least you know what you're getting yourself into, and if you have no expectations, they can't be crushed.
Manage your expectations.
There you go. Set realistic expectations.
There you go.
If you know you're trash. No, all right. Side story.
Yes.
The one time I didn't manage my expectations, I was 5. I was in a swimming pool with a floaty. I said, I'm going to swim. I'm going to let go of this floaty, and I am going to fucking swim. I didn't manage my expectations. I set my expectations too high, even though I knew I was trash. Guess what fucking happened? I almost fucking drowned.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, manage your expectations. If you can't capture the flag, don't try to capture the flag.
If your teammate tells you to stay put and don't capture that flag, maybe hear him out. I thought I could do it.
I'm actually kind of mad now.
Because I remember that game.
I'm remembering now.
Crystal clear. Like it was just yesterday.
Years ago. It's almost been a decade.
I cost us the game.
You cost us the game.
We could have won that game.
We could have won the game. Not a decade. It's been at least like 5 years almost.
Yes.
Mech suits are pretty alright.
Mech suits are alright.
They are.
Don't love them.
I do.
You got a hard on for them.
I do.
Those mech suits are half sentient, no? No, not sentient, but like...
In which game? Or universe?
2, they can walk around. They have an artificial
intelligence. Well, it's not like full-blown sentient AI. It's more of like a program. It's like, these are bad people. Shoot bad people. Stay here. Because I remember there's actually like a chip you can get to upgrade their AI ability to make them like not as stupid. But then you also do have like fully sentient AIs like BT.
Oh, yeah. Bish.
Bish
is in there.
Bish. Bish, you bishin'.
I just want to know how fast you would cry if you saw your own mech suit going out there to sacrifice itself.
Oh, immediately.
To protect you.
I would go with someone. Be like, I don't want to live in the world without you, BT.